Introduce yourself.
Oh, that's right. Thank you.
What's up, everybody? I'm Brad.
And I'm Sean.
I am in Nashville, Tennessee, in my basement with my toys and a big mug of tea.
Nice. I'm in Charlotte, North Carolina. I'm in my office. I got my books, my movies, baby Groot, and I'm enjoying a nice cup of coffee.
Excellent. And what we're doing is every few episodes we're going to give our thumbs so far for the season as a whole to that point. What we wanted to do first was to quickly share the audio clip from the previous podcast episode where we explained what our thumbs were so far. So roll it.
All right. So based off of episode 1 and 2, I think it's a good start off to the show. I'm looking forward to seeing more characters brought in and get more of a story. I want to see where this is going with Baby Yoda. But so far, I'm going to give it a solid 8 thumbs up.
I'm definitely liking what I'm seeing. I'm not as high as everybody else. I think I've not been wrapped up in the hype. So I'm very much enjoying myself so far. I'm more excited about what's next than what has already happened. So I am 6.5 thumbs so far for the show. So for Sean and I, so far, our average thumbs is 7.25 thumbs so far after 2 episodes of The Mandalorian.
We're going to go into episode 3 and give our thoughts, but we're going to decide who goes first with a coin flip. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. Didn't drop it this time, and it's heads. So Brad's going first. You're going to have 60 seconds. You ready to go?
I am.
All right, we'll start the timer in 3, 2, 1, go.
All right, episode 3 is called The Sin, and the only sin that I know of at the moment is the sin of me giving this show 6.5 thumbs last week. The music in this thing is just blowing my mind, blowing my ears. When he goes back to get the baby, the music was just phenomenal, and the part when they were forging his armor, man, I loved it. It was really getting me going. A couple of amazing kills in this. When he torches the guy with the flamethrower, and then the kills with the whistling birds, which I saw that something coming. I mean, there was good foreshadowing there. A couple of parts of this show are starting to remind me of a video game. Like each episode is like a level in a video game where you have this small task to accomplish, and then you knock it out and the sucker's over. The 30-minute-ish format is starting to really grow on me. It's just enough. Bam, it's just enough. I've got just so much pummeling in this episode. And then I also loved the scene with all the other Mandalorians, and one of them looked like Boba Fett to me, but I don't think it was.
I agree, but Brad, you're all out of time.
I had more this week.
All right, Brad, you had a lot of great things to say. I guess I'm in the hot seat next. I got 60 seconds. You want to count me down?
In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go!
All right, so this episode started out great. He's bringing Baby Yoda in, and he's cute as can be. I'm a grown man, and I'll say it. And there's great foreshadowing, like you had said, not only with what you were saying earlier, but with Baby Yoda taking the little knob off is a great scene that gets back into him later into going to rescue him. They've already formed this bond because not only he's rescued him from death from the robot in the first one, but also they both have a past where they are kind of orphaned. And we don't know what happened to the Mandalorian as a kid, so he's already formed this bond that I'm sure we're going to find out more about later. So like you said, the music was great. It sounds like a Western, but there's also themes of the old Force theme in it. Great action. I love the Mandalorians, the world that they're building, and I can't wait to see more of them. I can't wait for him to see his jetpack, and him fighting the stormtroopers was awesome.
So you get 10 extra seconds, but I don't. Okay, I see how it is. This week we got a special treat. We have a special guest this week. It's my son. His name is Evan, and Sean is going to give him 2 questions on the spot. Evan has no idea the questions he's going to be asked, and so here we go. Here's Evan.
So we're here with Evan, and my first question for you today is, what's been your favorite moment so far from The Mandalorian?
Actually, so it was a small moment, but a very, good, impactful moment. So it was at the very end of episode 3, where so little baby Yoda reaches up like to grab the little ball thing off of the lever, and he like screws it off and hands it to him.
Yeah, that was a great moment, for sure. All right, I like that answer. All right, I got one more question for you. If you could have any of the gadgets that the Mandalorian had, which one would you choose?
Either the whistling birds or the flamethrower. His like disintegrating sniper thing. It's like in all the scenes that it's in, like he was mowing down Jawas, and in the like middle of episode 3, he was the main fight scene between all the bounty hunters and him and stuff. He was like mowing them down really easily, and I think
No
that
mercy.
Was, like, yeah, it was an awesome scene.
How many thumbs up do you give the show so far?
8 thumbs.
Awesome. That's right where I was for the first 2. Evan, thank you so much for joining us today. But once I clap my hands, Brad will be back. Just like that, we're back. Brad, how in the heck did you get here so fast?
I teleported.
All right, teleported. I wish that I could do that as well. How many thumbs up are you so far after episode 3 for The Mandalorian?
All right, so I'm still going to be intelligent about this and not go for broke, but I got to say 6.5 thumbs ain't cutting it no more. I'm going 7.5 thumbs. I have so many more notes to still say about this. I'm just going to say one last thing, because you can't stop me, and that is that I am loving the world it's building. And that was one of my biggest negatives, was that I just kind of felt like, whatever, they're just throwing this out there. But it's starting to piece together a world that we haven't seen before. And so that gets it one more thumb for me this week, 7.5 thumbs. What about you?
Just like you bumped up one whole thumb, I bumped up a little bit with a half thumb. I'm at 8.5 thumbs. To me, this is the best episode so far. The moment when he decided to go back for Baby Yoda, that's what we're calling him right now. That moment, because you were wondering, you're like, he's going up, and then he reaches for the handle and notices that the knob's missing, and it hit right here, and I was like, heck yeah, he's the hero right now. He's going back. Yeah. And so he lowered that ship, turned it off, and he's going to kick some butt. And I knew that he was serious, and that made this episode so special for me. So I'm so excited, 8.5 thumbs. So Brad, that means that our average is at 8 thumbs. That's where I was last week. And that hits so much better than where we were, 7.25. Get that out of there. All right, so thank you so much for joining us today. Remember, like Brad always says, to smash that like button down there. Comment down below as well. Let us know what you thought of Mandalorian Episode 3, The Sin. Are you all in? Do you love Baby Yoda, or is he hashtag not Baby Yoda? Let us know, but make sure you always tell us and watch from a distance.